What is up guys, Kyle here back with a new video, and this one has been requested for quite a while. I mean, since my last video which I posted of us doing arm wrestling. So yeah, I'm just gonna share one of my workouts with you guys. So let's get right into it. This is a warm-up set basically of strict barbell curls, and this is very important in arm wrestling because just an overall bicep strength, being able to hold someone's hit on the table is really important. So my workouts are basically split around a one rep max exercise in the beginning, then a static hold, and then conditioning last. So here you can see two options. One I did, which was the strict barbell curl, where I do one rep max, and now here I do one rep max over table curl. So that was, I think, around 60 kilos in the first exercise, and this is 40 kilos on the table curl. So you can choose one of these. Don't do both together. That would be overkill in my opinion. So once you're done with the one rep max exercise, you'll then move on to a static hold. But I don't feel like one static hold is enough, so I do around 2 to 3 static holds. So this is just a rope 90-degree static hold where I wrap it around in such a way that my wrist is perpendicular to the ground, and then I just hold it there. Here is 45 kilos, and after this we'll move on to my personal favorite exercise, which is the second static hold. And this is the, how to call it, the post rise wrist static hold. It has no name really, but it works on the starting position in arm wrestling and makes your wrist really strong, like your back pressure, to the point where no one can break the starting position. And in my opinion, that's like my strongest point, where no one can get me past that starting position. And so yeah, this is why it's my favorite exercise. And as you could just see, this is how you hold it, and I failed on my left side because I arm wrestle right now just with my right, but I train both my arms. But you can see there's still that imbalance, because no matter how much you train them both, if you're arm wrestling on one side, that side is always going to be stronger. Just a fun fact, my right side, my forearm is bigger than my left forearm, but my left bicep is bigger than my right bicep. It doesn't make sense, but that's just how it is. I have a theory as to why that is, but I'll explain it later. And here's the conditioning part. We went from one rep maxes to static holds to now conditioning. This is just basic rowing with a wrist curl in the end, and I'm taking use of a fat grip. Alright, so second conditioning exercise. And if you haven't seen the trend already, we just did one rep max exercise, then we did two static, and now we're going to do many conditioning. So we progressively increase the number of exercise selections as the type of exercise progresses. That's how I feel it works for me. So this exercise is very specialized towards arm wrestling. As you can see, it works on your back pressure, you're using your lats and everything, and at the end a little bit of side pressure while you're pushing it to the side. And I think you should really research into arm wrestling on these terms I'm using. There's basically 4 terms you should know, which is the hook, the top roll, side pressure, and shoulder press. And if you research on these 4 terms, then you'll get familiar with what I'm talking about. And I'll probably make a separate video as well talking about these. So this is working on my side pressure as well as the top roll. And because I'm a majority top roll puller, that's my strong point, so I work on that a lot. And to be honest guys, even if you're not into arm wrestling, if you incorporate these movements into your training, you'll notice that you'll have much less injuries when it comes to like tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, and just wrist injuries in general. And plus your forearm is going to get like massive compared to what it was before. Like I'll show you at the end, my forearm has made some crazy gains. So yeah, don't just think of this as arm wrestling especially. Of course, some of them like the table exercises are, but a lot of them like this one here just works on your pronator and your bicep. So like you can incorporate them even if you aren't an arm wrestler. So my camera battery died out, so I had to use my phone here. So I'm sorry for the bad quality videos going forward, but yeah, I guess it does the job. And here we have some pronator curls where I'll show you at the end. You'll actually see my pronator visibly, which I could never see before prior to starting arm wrestling training. So this is where you just hold it and you shift your thumb towards you, and while going down you shift it away from you. And this is just a basic wrist curl. As you can see, we've covered around like 4 conditioning exercises now. And yeah, this is just the part where you get the pump and you get your muscles used to all the movements. And yeah, guys, you should definitely give this workout a try. I mean, even if you're not interested in arm wrestling at all, just give it a try once. Just see how your arm feels the next day. You'll be pumped. You'll be sore. You'll be hurting. You'll be everything. It's gonna be a good experience. So yeah, this is, I think, the second last conditioning exercise. Then we move on to some simple bodybuilding type forearm flexor exercises behind the back. No need to go heavy on the stuff. Remember, you already did the heavy 1 rep maxes, the statics, the tendons, everything is fried by now. You don't need to go heavy. And guys, remember, I personally wouldn't do this more than once a week because I have a table day as well where I arm wrestle on the table. So if I do this more than once a week, it'll be a bit too much. So yeah, here's just me flexing a little bit after the workout, showing the pump, and you'll be able to see the pronate, see the flexors working here, and then at the end you can see like the pronator muscle. And after you do these arm wrestling workouts and stuff, you'll notice that these small minor muscles will become visible, like there's a pronator, because you're literally focusing on them all the time, like while you're arm wrestling, while you're doing the arm wrestling exercises, everything. And it's very healthy for your joints as well, because usually I feel that when people do weighted pull-ups and stuff, they complain with pain, I'm sorry, elbow pain and stuff. So yeah guys, you can stare at my picture for some time while I talk. You have no option now. And yeah, they feel like the elbows and the wrists and stuff start paining. But when you're, just imagine this, if I'm lifting 45 kilos with a rope and holding it there, and if I'm doing table curls with like 40 kgs each arm, do you think that my elbows are gonna hurt when I do chin-ups and even weighted chin-ups? No, it's not gonna hurt because they're already accustomed to so much load. And like, so do you think they're gonna hurt when I arm wrestle someone around my level? No, it's not, because they're already accustomed to so much load. So yeah, with this in mind, I really feel that it'll help you a lot. So yeah guys, just give it a try. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to let me know down below, and I'll get back to you. And if there's anything else you want to see from me in regards to arm wrestling, whether it is table workouts or even more workouts like this, there's just so many exercises I can just do, like part 1, part 2, part 3 if you want. So yeah, just let me know any questions. I'll get back to you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, if you know someone who wants to get good at arm wrestling, make sure you share it with them. See you.